Préndelo, papi. Street fame beats.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to another edition of We Get Down Podcast. We Get Down Podcast, episode 16, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Episode 16. Swervo Dav here.
J approved.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm good.
Alright. Well, I'm good. Another crazy week. I think this virus is getting to a lot of people heads. A lot of people heads.
Some people been messed up.
Especially it's the summer and it's getting hot. Y'all know how we do. Before we get into the episode, we want to shout out iHeartRadio. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple. Shout us out on iHeartRadio. Listen to us. Shout out to our boy John. He'll be home real soon.
Yes,
and
sir.
I mean real soon. Graduation day is coming up real soon, so he'll be home. Let's get into this first. Let's get right into the episode, y'all. Like I said, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, and it just added more fire to it. So, if y'all don't know, Kanye West he's been saying that he's running for president for years. And he came out, I believe, last week, 2 weeks ago, saying that he's officially running for president. But then he backed off saying that he's not running. Come to find out, he did a presidential campaign in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
May not have been
And when I tell you all hell broke loose, it started with him saying Harriet Tubman did not free the slaves. She just made them work for another white man. And it went on by him tweeting a couple crazy things. I'm gonna try to look for him now, but it went on crazy couple things that he tweeted. And well, what's your opinion, bro? Because that man was crying. He said some things that I don't think was meant to be said.
Bro, anybody who has been paying attention to Kanye over the past few years knows that this man is clearly going through some things.
Right.
Right? When I said that he shouldn't be running for president, I wasn't just saying it because, we don't need, Kanye, he's a rapper, he shouldn't be diving into another. No. The man's going through some shit.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Cool.
Now, for him to be this, passionate about what he's saying worries me, because I can't seem to understand why you will go down that route for a presidential campaign. What is going to that's not an event to be woke Kanye at.
Yeah.
That's an event to be professional and dignified. Not even dignified, that's the wrong word. Presidential and presidential, sophisticated. You're supposed to be with your shits. You having a mental breakdown during something like that says that you're not really.
Okay, so
you're not really ready for. That position, bro. My fault.
You're right. No, you're right. My fault. I was cutting you off. I pulled the tweets up. I'm gonna read them now, and like I said, all hell broke loose. So after his presidential campaign, first he went on by saying, "Chris and Kim call me now. Chris, don't play with me. You and that Kanye are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up. If I get locked up like Mandela, y'all will know why. Kim tried to bring a doctor to lock me up with a doctor. Dang. Everybody knows the movie Get Out is about me."
No, the fuck we don't.
And then Elon Musk replied to that one saying, "We talked about an hour ago. He seems fine." Okay, whatever. And then Kanye went, more tweets. He showed a picture of a message to Chris saying that, "This yay, you ready to talk now or you still avoiding my calls?" So obviously something is building right there. And like I said, he kept tweeting.
Niggas was saying that he was hacked at first.
He said, I love my wife. My family must live next to me. It's not up to E, where the Kardashians do their shows at, or NBC anymore. He added, NBC locked up Bill Cosby. More tweets go on. He said, I put my life on my God that North's mom would never photograph her doing Playboy, and that's on God. I'm at the ranch. Come and get me. He followed up by saying,
At the ranch.
I put my life on the line for my children that North's mother will never sell her sex rape. Now, for people that's like he was earlier, like sex rape, I'm guessing he's talking about Playboy because that's what popped up. Picture of Kim on the Playboy. And then he says the West children will never do Playboy West. Shots fired. After that, he said, I'm going to focus on my music, and Donda's coming out this Friday.
See what happens when you rush things, bro? You see what happens when you're not mentally prepared to do some things, bro? Everybody who knows this person, well, not even knows, but everybody who follows this person knows that he's going through some things. For you to be going through things and trying to make a movement, not even a movement, but trying to be the leader of the country, it makes people who follow you question how serious you are. Because we know that you're going through some shit. And we know that you're not in a position to be doing some things that you're trying to do. So we need you to understand that. I'm not a Kanye hater, but I can't help but notice the play, bro. Like, I peeped the blitz. You on some shit. And right now, we don't need you to be worried about being the fucking president. We need you to be worried about your mental health.
So, yeah.
Like, bro, when you read those when you read those tweets, what do you think about, like, this what he's saying? How does that make you feel about what he's saying? Like, you confused, right?
He crazy as hell.
That's the man that niggas was saying they want him for president.
Just to reiterate, I read those tweets, and Kim just came out today saying that if Kanye don't stop running for the White House, she's going to divorce him unless he seeks medical help. If y'all follow Kanye throughout his career, I think that we all know that he's had a mental, bipolar. That's what they describe him. But in no way am I saying that that's an excuse for the way that he's acting. I'm not trying to, say that, it's okay for him to act that way, but like you were saying, I think that you can't run for president if you have especially a mental disorder. And I'm saying that for a reason, because if you're suffering through bipolar or any type of mental disorder, I don't think that it's best for you to run for the president of the United. Like, we're not just talking about any job here. We're talking about the president. We're talking about somebody who looks over everybody's life. Somebody who controls control the whole nation. And I don't think that if you're dealing with bipolar or any type of mental disorder, that you should be running for president. And after seeing that, I mean, he really caught me off guard when he said Harriet did not free the slaves.
I think he caught everybody off guard.
Are you high?
No, he's sick.
Because I want to sit here and get into one of my rants, but like you said, I know Kanye is going through something.
Right.
But bro, just because you're going through something, everybody going through something. You can't say dumb things out your mouth.
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but we just gonna look at you like you fucking crazy.
You can't say dumb things out your mouth. Harriet didn't free the slaves? Last time I checked, when they went up north, were they in shackles?
I don't think so.
Were they told to do this, that, and the third? Were they told to, oh, you gotta eat this, you gotta pick cotton, you gotta do all this stuff when he went up north? So, what gave you the right to say that?
This is gonna be.
So, but like I said, yo, I know Kanye is going through something. So I'm not going to bash him.
Right. And I'm not trying to bash him either. My main priority with this whole thing is like getting people to understand that you have to prepare for certain roles. You got to prepare for, like, an actor when he's playing a role in a movie. He's not just going to go on set and spit lines without practice.
Right.
You know what I mean? When somebody is trying out for a position on a football team, he's not just going to go up to the coach and say, "Oh, you ready?" and no practice is done. Like, no, you gotta practice. You gotta do your things. For Kanye to be trying to run for president, I don't feel like he's mentally practiced that art of being a leader for not only a race but an entire nation. Like, you're running for president of the United States of America. Granted, there are plenty of people who have had this title who shouldn't have had this title, but
yeah,
it just goes to show you that we need you to be focused on you and your mental health, because you're clearly going through some things. And I'm not completely sure what the fuck you're going through.
I don't know if it's the Kardashian curse.
We don't know. But this is another reason why I don't like things like this being too public. Because people like Kanye, who's obviously he's a superstar.
Phenomenon,
it's Kanye West.
He's a phenomenon.
Everything he do is going to be recorded, written down. Somebody's going to have something to say about it.
Not just that. Don't forget, he's with the Kardashians. So you added him with them. Bro, that's
like, that adds to the notion of, yo, like, you gotta handle your business with some sense, bro. Like, you gotta do it on the low. Because you don't want people looking at you like you... Well, it's not even about how people look at you at this point. It's about how you look at yourself. And I hope that he kind of understands that the things that he's saying is not only messing up his image, but it's also getting people to, you know, really start to question a lot of the things that he does, a lot of things that he says. Like, I don't know whether or not Kanye is still Kanye, bro. Like, he could be a completely different person now, and you know, people are still trying to get this, that, and the third out of him.
No, I still think he's yay. I just think that, like I said, he's going through something. Now, is it our business to know what he's going through? No. But you can obviously tell that he's been through a lot and going through things.
Yeah. Especially
with these Kardashians.
I mean, bro, like...
Because, I'm gonna be honest, if you look at the history of who the Kardashians date, it did not end good. Lamar Odom. Respect to you, brother, but we can be telling the truth. He ended up ODing. He almost died.
I ain't gonna blame that on the Kardashians, but
shit. It's a plethora of other people that's been with the Kardashians, and that shit did not work out.
Did you say other brothers?
Courtney husband Scott. They saying that he's suicidal.
Shit,
Ray J the only cool bro. Ray J's the only cool one.
Yeah,
you don't hear nothing about Ray J. He knew when to get in and get out. He said they like stocks. Yeah, I'm gonna jump right up. I'm out.
Got his head on his shoulders, right? I mean, bro, like, bro. So look at it like this, right? If Kanye and Kim were to get divorced, right? What are people going to do then? Because now you got a man who obviously was married to her, and now that they're divorced, forever who gets custody of the kids? Now you got Ye dealing with struggles by himself. His wife isn't with him no more.
Right.
His kids ain't around him no more. Who's to say he isn't gonna be suicidal? Shit, the nigga was breaking down during his campaign speech. That doesn't scream suicidal tendencies, bro? Like, that's an event that you're supposed to be expressing how you're going to, you know, function as the man in charge. and you broke down during that. And I'm not gonna flack on somebody's faults, but I just feel like at some point in time you gotta kind of peep like when you need help and when you don't need it. And I feel like he needs help.
And let me say this, right? I think that, like he said, his music is coming out. I'm gonna still listen to it because that's the music side of it. If you get what I mean. Like, that's the. Even though he did all this, I'ma still. I wouldn't say support the brother, but I'ma still like.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like,
bro.
that's your music side.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna still listen to your music
Right.
and be fair with it. But when you switch to presidential,
I'm tuning you out, bro.
I don't know if I could and it's hard for me to say that because I don't know if I could listen to you, especially because I forgot what he said before this. Because remember he said something crazier like last year. But it seemed, I'm not gonna say people forgotten, but it's like, all right, whatever, that's
Right.
Ye. But when you came out and just said Harriet, damn, free the slaves.
I just don't get where he's getting like what made you say
And-
that? Like,
and
what,
what's making me
how do you
confused?
come up with this on your campaign speech?
What's making me confused is that your wife is freeing people out of jail.
Prison reform, yeah.
Now, but if it's to her benefits or really to help people, that's another thing. But she's freeing people out of jail, and yet you're up here saying that Harriet didn't free the slaves.
Bro, I don't know what
I don't know what's going on in that house.
I don't know what
I'm telling you, it's that Kardashian curse. I don't know what's going on in that house. I don't know.
Something going on, bro.
They on drugs. They the Ouija board. I don't know what they going on. I don't know.
They slipped that nigga the pill.
I don't know. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I don't
Kim
know.
Kim said, "Here, honey, here's your water."
I don't
Thanks.
know.
It tastes like water.
They froze the real Kanye and made up a clone.
What you say? They cloned him, bro.
Yeah, they froze the
Bro,
real
Kanye
one.
in the basement.
Yeah, bro. Man,
Frozen in ice.
oh,
He ain't been out in 14 years.
he ain't been out since he dropped the What's that album?
Bro,
Come on there. Woo.
Bro, I just like.
I hope he get his help. I hope he get his
Before
help.
we get off of this topic, right? Because I feel like stuff like this needs to be said. Mental health
It's
is
so huge.
very important.
And that's why I sat here and said that, look, I'm not going to get on it.
It's so important, bro. Because you have somebody who people look up to Kanye, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Kanye is, believe it or not,
He's a phenomenon, bro.
Kanye is a very big influence on many people.
You think he up there with MJ?
Especially in the black community, yes.
Michael Jackson, you think he up there?
Yes. Kanye is an inspiration. Well, let me say
That's another subject for another day. I was just asking.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, bro. Like, yeah, he's definitely a phenomenon, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when we see him lose his, when we see the wires getting unplugged from the circuit, it hurts people who were fans of him because we look up to him. And no one wants to look up to their idol and be like, oh man, this nigga Screws is loose. Like, this is the person I'm looking at. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But this is just another example of why you should never idolize people just because of them being celebrities or being famous or being rich. Nobody is perfect. Kanye is a living testament to that. And I still have respect for him, but I feel like at some point in time you gotta peep that, yo.
Yeah.
Like, especially during a climate where you got Will and Jada, now you peep that famous relationships aren't perfect. When are people going to understand that famous people in general aren't perfect? Nobody on this planet is perfect.
What
Doesn't
you say?
matter
They just got a blue check next to their name.
Bro, them niggas just living in a bigger house than you.
Yeah.
They just got a bigger net worth than you. They just got
They
more.
work harder than you. That's it.
And that's fine. But nobody's perfect. Y'all gotta understand that. I feel like with Kanye,
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Before we get off on this, bro, I just want to say, like, the fact that he was willing to say that he's running for president, it takes a lot, right? Because no regular artist who's in music can just say, yo, I'm running for president this year. And people still look at him and be like, yo, like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Like, nobody's doing that. So to that point, I get Kanye, but you gotta focus on you, bro. You gotta focus. You gotta heal yourself. You gotta do some things before you can start saying that you're gonna be president. Because especially in a time like this, that's too big of a role for you to be doing.
No, I definitely think you're right.
Your mental health, right?
Because you know, a lot of us when we grow up, we see these celebrities. They don't have to come from where you come from, but we see these celebrities and we think that they're it's perfect, peachy and cream. But yet they don't. They have to understand that, like you said, not everybody's perfect.
Right.
Now, some people news may be coming out than others because that's just how the media works.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we do have some of us have to go over that narrative that everybody's perfect because we're not.
Right.
And they just, like you said, they worked harder than you. That's why they in the house. They in a bigger house than you. They have money. They have a blue check next to their name. You know how many people would kill to get that blue check next to their name?
Right.
And